Mom, I don't want to go out alone. Snow White little rabbit Pipi had the warmest home in the world. Mom's snacks were the most delicious, but Pipi always thought there must be sweeter, prettier carrots hidden somewhere in the outside world. One quiet afternoon while Mama was asleep, a beautiful yellow butterfly tapped at the window with a flutter, as if saying, "Come out and play." Pipi's heart felt like it was tickled by a feather, itchy and restless. "I'll just go out and play for a little while," he thought. Quietly, Pipi opened the door and ran outside. The outside world was so big. The wind smelled sweet, the grass was soft. Pipi chased after the butterfly, completely forgetting Mama's warning. Suddenly, a voice came. "Little rabbit, are you all alone?" A fiery red fox walked over with a sly smile. "I know a place with the sweetest carrots in the whole world. I'll take you there." Pipi almost nodded, but suddenly remembered Mama's words. "Baby, you must never go with strangers, no matter how nice their words sound." Pipi's heart thumped loudly. He shook his head. No, thank you." The fox curled his lip and walked away. Pipi breathed a sigh of relief. But when he turned to go home, the scenery around him had completely changed. He couldn't find the way back. Where is home? The sky was growing dark. A thin mist drifted through the forest. Shadows turned strange and rustling sounds crept closer. Pipi felt cold and scared. He missed Mama so much. He missed the warm, glowing home with its bright light. "Mom," he whimpered. Just then, a calm voice came from above. "So late already? Whose little one is still outside?" A bright light shone down over him. It was Officer Owl. Pipi suddenly felt a glimmer of hope. He ran over, lifted his little face, and said between sobs, "Mr. Owl, I'm Pipi. I'm lost. My home is in a burrow with a red roof and a big carrot garden." "A red roof and a carrot garden? I know where that is," said Officer Owl. "Hold on tight, little one. The patrol's express will take you home." From far away, Pipi already saw the warm little red dot glowing. It was the light of home. Mama was standing at the doorway, looking around anxiously. Pipi dashed forward and threw himself into Mama's arms. "Mama, I'll never run off alone again." The light of home is the safest signal in the whole world. Later, Pipi came to understand. Following the rules was the only way to always return to Mama's warm embrace and listen to many, many wonderful stories. Good night, Pipi. Good night, my brave little bunny who knows how to protect himself. Don't worry, the ending is always good. Little bunny Hui Hui was going to pick mushrooms alone for the very first time, and he felt a little scared. His mother gently patted his head and said, "Don't worry, the ending will always be good." Hui Hui walked into the forest. Suddenly he heard a rustling sound and quickly hid in the grass in fright. It turned out to be a little squirrel clipping pine cones. Hui Hui let out a sigh of relief. He continued walking, but accidentally stepped on wet mud and slipped. Looking at his dirty little paws, Hui Hui almost cried. Just then, a little hedgehog passed by, helped him wipe his paws clean, and said, "It's okay." Hui Hui cheered up again and finally found a patch of mushrooms. He happily stepped toward them when suddenly he heard a deep growl. A big bear came out from behind a tree. Hui Hui held his breath in fear, but the bear smiled and said, "Don't be afraid. I only smelled the delicious mushrooms." Hui Hui gathered his courage and asked, "Do you want to eat together?" The bear nodded happily. They shared the tasty mushrooms and even became friends. As it was getting dark, Hui Hui became anxious. He couldn't find his way home. The bear said, "I'll take you," and led Hui Hui safely out of the forest. At the gate, his mother was waiting nervously. When she saw Hui Hui return, she smiled. Hui Hui threw himself into her arms and said, "I had so many surprises today." His mother asked softly, "And how did it end?" Hui Hui blinked and replied, "The ending was good." That night, Hui Hui lay in bed, thinking back on the day's adventure.